Welcome to the MyBelinghamNow Hot Wings Challenge. We are being joined now by Dave Walker from KAFE 104.1. Did I get the numbers right?
You did.
Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
Well done.
So that's one thing I got right. Can you get all these wings right with your body is the question.
We'll see. I gotta say, I love the Funky's hot sauces. I've had some of them, not all of them. They're full of flavor. They're really good. I don't know. Is this the hottest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going from mildest to hottest on your plate in front of you, and you've got yourself a lovely plate of wings. If you could just move that bowl just a little bit so the folks at home can see the wings. If you can see the wings, those are Dave's wings. He'll be enjoying them with a bunch of Funky's hot sauces. This may or may not be sponsored by Funky's. I mean, they gave us a whole bunch of hot sauce. We're doing a video on it anyway.
And I can double dip, right? Because I got more sauces than I got
You
wings.
might as well, yeah. You
Right.
might as well. So we'll start off with the first wing. We're going to take whatever wing you feel like it and dip it in that first sauce down at the bottom, which is the Stellar Fuzz. That is the hot sauce featured on this season of Hot Ones, the popular YouTube show, and it's the third mildest on that show. The third mildest.
Okay.
That's correct. So as you munch on that wing, Dave, I want you to tell me about the most memorable concert that you've been to. Does not have to be the best, just has to be the most memorable.
Well, I'm gonna go way, way back.
Good.
Because I'm an old dude. I saw Queen with Freddie Mercury 3 different times.
What?
And I had no idea how cool that was at the time, other than I loved Queen.
What? That must have been. Which of those three concerts does one stand out in particular, or just all of it kind of amalgamate into one sort of thing?
It's been a few years, so they've all blended together, but they were all awesome.
Awesome, man! What I would do to see Freddie Mercury live, that is an experience I don't think many people in this building could say they have in general, or just even with just a legend like that.
Yeah.
You'd think.
I've seen a lot of pretty cool bands, but that one really stands out.
That's really, really awesome, man.
Do I keep going, or do you?
Well, we're going to the next
Are you
one.
prompting me? Or?
I will prompt you. I will prompt you. I just wanted to hear more about Freddie Mercury, but we're going for the second sauce,
awesome.
Liquid Sunshine Delirium. And Dave, you know, like I said, we're going to get a little bit philosophical with some of these questions.
Philosophical.
Cool. What's at the top of your bucket list?
Oh, Australia.
Australia. All right.
We've done some traveling. We've been lucky enough to see a lot of parts of the world, but never been there. The 7-day plane trip doesn't excite me, but seeing Australia and New Zealand, which of course is where people from Australia go on vacation.
That's true.
That sounds fun.
Well, let's get that sauce in while I ask you a little bit more about Australia and the bucket list. What is it about? Is it the culture? Is it the country? Is it just the once in a lifetime you're never going to see before sort of stuff? What excites you the most about going to Australia or just visiting it in general?
Wow. That's really good, but it's got some heat to it.
Yeah.
That I think it's probably a unique experience, different from anywhere else in the world. Its own culture, and I am never more alive than with hot sauce in my mouth. I'm never more alive than when I'm discovering new things, when I'm traveling and seeing a new culture and meeting new people, and I love that. I live for it.
I feel like that's that part of the whole tour. I'm glad you mentioned New Zealand too. That whole the Pacific part of our world is one that not a lot of people get to see in their lifetimes. And for what it's worth, Tasmania on that list as well. I imagine the trip there wouldn't hurt either.
These get hotter as I go.
Oh right? Yes, oh yeah. So we're gonna go with that third.
Flavorful.
Let's go with the third
one.
What?
I haven't had a whole lot of these, but I've had a few. The thing I love about Funky's is it's not just hot. It's flavor.
Yeah.
Flavor, but there's definitely some heat too. All right, I got a good, powerful dip in
there. We go with
Which one is this?
The Sauced Peppers Outfoxed the Kraken is the name of this one. And Dave, you are in a relationship, if not married, if I'm not mistaken. What do you value the most in a relationship?
Now we are getting philosophical. Well, I think that each person is rooting for the other. I've seen so many relationships where they seem to compete with each other or try to outdo each other or be right. That's hot.
It is, yeah.
I would say what I value the most is knowing that my partner is rooting for me and that I'm rooting for her.
Moral support.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And while you're munching on that wing, we'll get you over whenever you're ready to get to the Seeing Stars.
All right. Am I slow here? Or
No, that's okay. I'm just making sure we're all on the same program. And again, you can take as much of that sauce as you want. You are at your own
I'm trying to load
limit.
it up. I'm trying to really get a good
I respect that. You are one brave man, Dave. And as you munch on that Seeing Stars Carolina Reaper delicious sauce.
This is the Carolina Reaper?
This is one of the Carolina Reaper sauces we have. As you take a big old bite of that. Dave, what do you think happens when we die? Or after we die? What happens?
Now you're into religion. So you're trying to find me some enemies. Because whatever I say, someone's going to disagree.
So what? Let's hear it.
There is a song. Is it Natalie Merchant? Now I'm trying to remember who sings it. It's called Let the Mystery Be. And it kind of sums up where I am on that. I have my own ideas and thoughts and hopes and wishes for what that might look like. But my take on it is, we're all just guessing. We have whatever evidence that we have. We have, the book we were given. We have the long history of many, many beliefs. But we really don't have concrete evidence to say, here's what it is. It is a mystery. And I'm okay with that. And I think most of humankind isn't okay with that. Most of humankind needs an answer. I got to know what that is. I say let the mystery be. I will find out when I get there, or I won't. One or the other. And in the meantime, there's not much I can do about it other than try to be the best person I can be. Try to live this life in a way that feels like it's...
That sums it up.
That's Carolina Reaper right there. That's not...
that ain't no joke. But
yeah.
Honestly, that's pretty... You're very coherent for having just munched on a big old glob of Reaper.
For me, the secret is to try to live a life with as much integrity as you can and kindness and do right by people. And hopefully if there's some reward or judgment or whatever at the end, you come out okay.
Right on. And speaking of integrity, are you ready to handle that final sauce,
Here we go.
Dave?
Final
and
one.
again, at your own discretion.
This is dark colored too.
That's because it's called Dark Star. It not only has
Star.
Carolina Reaper, it's got some ghost pepper in there too.
Oh, ghost pepper.
Just for fun. All right, and in this case,
I'm pouring this on. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna get a good, healthy.
Okay.
Is that too much? Am I gonna regret this?
You probably are.
Okay.
That's okay, but you're willing to take you can take as much or as little of a bite of that as you want.
I'm doing it.
All right.
I'm doing it. If I'm here, I'm doing it.
Bottoms up.
Here we go.
All right, Dave, as we take a bite. Why are you still in radio?
God knows I've tried to get out. No one will have me. So here I am.
There we go. Is there a specific aspect about being in radio that you still wake up to excited for every single day? Is that part of it?
Every day I just hope that I can burn the crap out of my mouth in some crazy hot sauce promotion. And today is my day. Wow.
Woo-wee! And he's making it through. You're not even breaking a sweat.
It's good though. Here again, every one of these has a unique flavor. Every one of these is very different from the others. So it isn't just like the same thing, only hotter, 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 hotter. And this has a wonderful flavor, but it also has some heat. It definitely has some heat.
There you go. And you've answered the hottest question of all. I mean, radio is it's such a unique, sort of format. And the fact that it's still alive and going in this era of streaming, satellite radio, things like that, people are wondering, why are we doing this?
Yeah, I gotta say, ever since way back when, I mean, before any of us were involved in it, TV was going to kill radio, right? Mm-hmm. And then I remember when in the 80s, the 90s, whatever it was, I think it was the 90s, where they came out with what was it called? The DMX home music system.
Oh, okay.
And you could get this box. It was going to kill radio. And then YouTube came along, it was going to kill radio. MTV was going to kill radio. And now you got your satellite, you got your Spotify, your Pandora, it's all going to kill radio. And yet here we are, and well, I think there is a perception that radio's best days are behind it. That's not what we're seeing. People, it's like something like 95% listen to the radio every week. And it as a business, it still does really well. As an entertainment source, it has a large audience. So keep telling me what's going to kill radio. And I'll tell you.
Fantastic. You can, by the way, have a sip or a chip at any time.
How did I do compared to everybody else?
You did, way too well.
Really? Because I am
Woo!
burning up, baby.